Right, hello YouTube. Today we're cooking stuffed cabbage rolls with tomato sauce and roasted Parmesan fennel. Right now, I'm peeling off onion layers and whatnot because we've got layers. So over here, what we're gonna do is once I get all this other stuff situated and get this onion peeled, we can start cooking the actual dish. I was planning on cooking earlier, but I took a nap. And a nap that took longer than I thought it would. But for the most part, I'm awake now, and that's all that matters. So we're gonna get this done, show off a little bit of culinary skill, and I gotta peel my onion. What am I making right now? First, I'm about to make these cabbage rolls. So I normally need this rice, so we're gonna need rice, cabbage. Uh, I got Italian seasoned um, turkey because turkey's already a dry kind of food. So what you want to do is you want to extra season it. So we got that Italian seasoning to add to it already. You know, one step ahead of the game. We got some brown rice. I don't think it really matters what rice you need. Just rice that'll fit. Um, our cabbage head. The most important thing since it's a cabbage roll. You know, got all that. Now, fuck. We got minced garlic. We need some salt. But I don't got regular salt. It's like it's a different kind of salt. It's like infused or something like that. Pepper. There's pepper somewhere around here, so I'll find that later. We got fresh parsley. We got a chop and an egg. So um, meanwhile, while I'm getting my onions, I got my water in the background boiling for my cabbage. Uh, Fun fact about fennel. It tastes like licorice until you cook it. But let me move this away from my. Let me move all this stuff away because tomato sauce. My cabbage, just nice and right there. Just giving myself a little bit of space to work, and I'll see you after I cut my onion. So we're back with our. The camera's kind of weird, but basically, this is our diced onions for our sauce. We also are going to use the other half of the onion for another part of the meal. So it says for the tomato sauce, not butter in a large pot over medium heat and add the onion and cook for 5 to 10 minutes until translucent. That's what we're going to do. We're going to throw our onions on the stove. Still, our water is boiling in the background for our cabbage. We're going to throw these on the stove. And we're also going to start getting our mise en place ready for our roasted fennel or Parmesan, you know. Let's get shit shaking. I'm sorry if my shit's been tucked in my pants this whole time. I really have not noticed that. But, yeah, so about to throw in our onions and I'll be back. Sorry for, yeah. So, while I was gone, I actually had to get together other stuff on my plate. I don't have cups to separate the stuff, so I had to use a plate. Right now, I'm cutting open my brown sugar for the tomato sauce. Jimmy rigging stuff along the way. So, I need 2 tablespoons, 2 big boys of I'm actually using a dark brown sugar rather than regular brown sugar because I made this before and it tasted good. So I just wanted to switch a few things up, see how it affects the dish, and does it change the nature of it as a whole and make it its own thing entirely, or does it just add a little more flavor to it in the end? So it's we'll see. Man, this is also my culinary final, so we'll definitely see. Right now, we got brown sugar. We need a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, but since it's a liquid, and I can't technically put a liquid on a plate unless it's frozen, we're gonna put it in this cup. Right here. Let me wash off my or at all. Cross contamination in general is just bad. Now I have a weird habit of like this whole time since I've been making this video, I've been dropping that was cool. But yeah, I've just been dropping stuff around. So we got our red wine vinegar. We need 1 tablespoon of that. Now I don't think we were able to use red wine vinegar back in I think we used it back in school. I don't know. One time we were cooking something and it had something to do with wine, and I don't think we got to use it. Or the idea of using wine was brought up. I'm 21, and the school would, schools, which is weird because we're all adults. But yeah, so I got everything ready for my tomato sauce. We're gonna throw it all together, not at the same time. We're gonna start it at least, put off to the background. Our water's still boiling for the head of cabbage, so I'm actually gonna probably turn that up to keep things moving along with the dish because I'm already about to be on the sauce. Uh, when I come back, I'll start getting my stuff ready for my fennel and parmesan. After I double check if I have all of my stuff correct and start the sauce, I'll see you in a second. Hello, I'm back, and what we got going on in the background, our cabbage has finally started boiling. We got our rice on for the side project of the cabbage roll. What we're about to do is actually about to start the sauce. See, I should have started in hindsight. I probably could have started the sauce first and then put it to the side. But I was more worried about getting the cabbage on more than anything. So what we're gonna do is eventually we're gonna shift from over here, like I was saying, we're gonna shift from over here to over there once I get everything over there settled and organized. But I'll come back to you once I actually have the sauce started at least the onions cooking. And I'll see you then. So what we got going on here in our pan is we heated instead of using butter, we using olive oil. So we heated our olive oil, and you can almost taste like it's got a strong scent of olives. Not really like an olive juice, but the olive itself. And about to throw our onions on. They're about to cook until translucent. That should give us a nice couple smells going on in here. We got yellow onions, so they're sweeter. They're a little bit on the sweet side. Uh, yeah. And hey, YouTube, aka culinary class. But right now, what we're doing, we got our onion sauteing. We just added our minced garlic. Pretty soon, we're about to add everything else because we're only cooking it for 30 seconds because we don't want to overcook it. And 30 seconds is up. Like, so what we're gonna do after we add our garlic, we're gonna add our crushed tomatoes. Some nice crushed tomatoes, and we're gonna add the tomato sauce too. And we're gonna add some salt and pepper. First, let me get that mixture mixed. We're gonna add some funny thing since it's an Italian uh, flavored. turkey. What we're gonna do is add some Italian seasoning to the sauce itself to bring the goal of the flavor combination together. You know, just so while these onions and stuff are cooking in here, we're about to add brown sugar and red wine. You got oh wow, we got 30 seconds. Part two in a little bit. I don't know why it does that, but I don't know. But anyway, doing adding that in our wine, and we'll be back in 15. Actually, like probably less than 15. So I'm just gonna keep stirring until they go out. Yeah. Hey guys, right now we're about to put on our Italian ground turkey. This is for the cabbage rolls. We got our sauce. As you see the little steam. We got our cabbage in the background. It's already done. Our rice is still kind of cooking. I mean, that's a little questionable over there. I mean, but whose rice isn't? And we're gonna ground this turkey. It's lean too. You know. Oh, back on right now. My sauce is popping at me. Now, as you can see, we're gonna remove it from the heat eventually. So right now, just adding a little salt to it as it just popped me again. So removing it from the heat now because if it's popping, you just put it to the side. So I've removed my sauce and my rice from the stove because they're no longer cooking. I'm gonna turn my cabbage off. I'm cooking the ground turkey now. The cabbage has been pretty much just marinating on its own hot for right now until I got everything ready before I start peeling the cabbage off and whatnot. Give it some time to instead of using beef, we're using actually a pound of ground turkey, which I have to season more because turkey is a lot less. Well, you got to put a lot more effort into flavor it than your average beef. Right now, I'm trying to get a fine ground, so it's taking a little bit more time to break down this ground beef because the way I want it, I don't want it to be too bulky to where it makes my rolls roll up weird or in odd shapes. So I'm trying to get it as finely ground as I virtually can with this metal spatula. I actually, funny memory, I was in a culinary with my teacher and we were making chorizo and he asked for finely ground. He wanted the meat finely ground. Well, I was getting irritated because the meat wasn't breaking down as fast. So the whole time he's bugging me for finely ground chorizo, and I'm just over there over the stove like, I understand, but you know, But all in all, it's not like he was trying to be imposing or nothing. It to me was just taking long, and sometimes that stove it'd be questionable. It's a gas stove too. I prefer gas stove over electric any day. But I'll come back 1-5. The ground beef is done. And I got everything ready to start rolling up the cabbage rolls. Hey, just an update. The camera's a little in a weird spot, but right now we got our cabbage has been taken off the stove. Our sauce is done. Our rice is done. All we're doing is getting the rest of the mise en place for our cabbage rolls to go in the oven. I'm preheating the oven to 375. But yeah, we got some curly parsley instead of the regular parsley. It just looks cool. I don't know. There's not much of a like it's parsley regardless. But yeah, I got my ground turkey. So I'm gonna cut this parsley up, update you after that, and we'll just keep going from there. So after everything has been completed right now, well, except for the film, but everything up until that point, we got our stuffing mixture, our roll mixture. I already started putting them on the pan. I've already made like three. But instead of rolling it, we're doing something else. We're doing a different design. We're gonna do take some of your meat, put it down the middle, put it down under. No, just now I'm putting a lot of meat in these because the way I'm rolling it, well, stuffing it, and the fact that there's only like three people eating, so trying to get this stuff in bulk. So what I do after I got everything situated, take these two little flaps right here, like call them the superhero flaps. You fold them down, then you fold that over, and then down. Now it might not close all the way at the bottom, but when you flip it over, it looks pretty. So we'll probably do about like two more. Then we have to really start on roasted fennel shouldn't be a hard part. Because once I throw this in the oven, all we're waiting for is that, and yeah. But for the most part, I haven't really talked about smell or taste, and I'm supposed to be describing making your mouth water. So what we got going on here is with our mixture, with we have um our cabbage rolls. We got ground beef, but I used turkey instead because it actually smells a lot. Like I don't know if it smells a lot better, but it does have a pleasant smell. It's more of a like kind of brings you Thanksgiving kind of vibes, kind of smell rather than it's like almost like home cooking really. Because I just got the whiff of Italian seasoning from. It's just it's a trying to make this as mouth watering as possible, but my mouth's kind of watering making these rolls. I've been cooking for a minute, so as soon as this thing wants to agree with me, just flip, flip, flip. Uh, shit. Well, some of it came out, but that's okay. We'll move on to our. I'll probably make about two more in my hand. It's not that big, so I'll catch you in a second if I can get my. All right, so we're back for the last little last segment of my video. Um, right now, everything has been put together and is in the oven. I'm just waiting for my fennel to roast some more. Then I'll be plating, and we'll see how it goes from there. For the most part, it's been a cool little cooking experience in this kitchen. I've had to adjust a few things here and there, fix some cabbage. What took me most of my time because I was when peeling the cabbage, like when peeling the cabbage, it was hard because it was kind of wet. But for the most part, I like I like where my dish is going. I I hope I can plate it nice and yeah, we'll sort through this. So I'll see you when I'm about to make my plate. Alright, so everything's done now. We're gonna plate our meal. Our carrots are cooking in the background, but that's no problem. It's no problem at all. So we'll take from my mama. So gonna take our cabbage roll. It's looking a little. So take him. Grab some sauce. Put it on the top. There. Get a nice little sauce thing going on here. Because along with the sauce already cooked on it, and a little bit in it, the fresh, it's basically bringing more heat to it. While this is then we got our now the fennel. Pretty one I'm gonna pick here. I'm gonna pick this one right here because it's kind of got it's got a dip in it. So what I'm gonna do here is since the fennel has a dip there, and we got these nice little the fronds and whatnot. It's gonna put it right there. Well, more like we'll dress this up so add a little bit more parmesan. Carrots are candying wonderfully. You just almost ready. Get some throw some parmesan on top and around. These nice candy carrots. And then for garnish, we'll throw some more of our curly parsley from earlier on top of the carrots, our candy carrots, and bam, we got our stuffed cabbage roll with lentil. Nice little garnish on top, parmesan garnish with our candy carrots, and that's that. I'll see you after I eat. Or probably not at all.